is up, guys? My name is Ryan18 on the Ryan18 Forever channel, and this is my WWE Raw review for February 11th, 2013, live in Memphis, Tennessee. Let's get it started. We open Raw with Paul Heyman saying that tonight will be the last time you'll see Paul Heyman. Pretty much, he talks about ECW, Brock Lesnar, and CM Punk, saying that he was the one that brought in the next big thing, Brock Lesnar, and saw that the next big thing, Brock Lesnar, would become something in the wrestling business. Same thing with CM Punk, saying that he saw that CM Punk had that talent and would be a major star one day. We have cheers from the WWE Universe as he says, this will be the final time that you see me, and this is when I say goodbye. Then we have CM Punk comes out saying that you can't leave. You mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to the WWE. You mean a lot to these fans, even though they're all booing him. But that's beside the point. Sorry, my nose is kind of itchy. And also, guys, shaved. Anyway, but pretty much CM Punk says that you can't leave. They have kind of kind of an emotional, segment out there where they hug it out. And Paul Heyman says, Sunday I will be in your corner as you go one-on-one with The Rock, and you will be the best in the world, and this will be your 455th day as WWE champion. So anyway, we move on from that, and we have Mark Henry going one-on-one against the Great Khali. Mark Henry made his epic return to Monday Night Raw last week as he would take out the likes of Daniel Bryan, Sin Cara, and Rey Mysterio. Personally, I'm very impressed by the return by Mark Henry. So we'll see what happens now. Will he be pushed, and will he get a world title shot later down the road? But anyway, so Mark Henry goes one-on-one with Khali, and the first thought in my mind was like, well, he's facing Khali, and Khali's a jobber, so it's like, oh, looks like Mark Henry won, so circle it. So anyway, Mark Henry pulls off with a victory, hitting the World's Strongest Slam on the Great Khali, and then hitting it on Hornswoggle. So apparently, pretty much the Great Khali hangs out with Hornswoggle and Natalia. Apparently, Natalia likes Khali. I don't know. WWE's weird nowadays. Can't really say anything. But anyway, then we move on to backstage segment with with Teddy Long, Booker T, and Chris Jericho, in which Chris Jericho wants in on the Elimination Chamber match, in which the winner would face the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania 29 in New York/New Jersey. Pretty much Chris Jericho is granted his wish, and but first he would have to go one-on-one with one of the participants in the Elimination Chamber match, which would be Daniel Bryan. A very good match from these two, very technical wrestlers. Daniel Bryan did pretty good in the match, as well as Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho wins with the Code Breaker and advances himself going into the Elimination Chamber to see if he could pull out and win the Elimination Chamber match and advance to WrestleMania to face Alberto Del Rio or the Big Show at WrestleMania. Then we would have John Cena and Sheamus and Ryback going up against 3MB. Pretty much a jobber match or a squash match, if you ask me. John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus. John Cena hits the AA on Jinder Mahal. Sheamus hits the white noise with Drew McIntyre on his shoulders, and then Ryback hits Shell Shock on Heath Slater. So pretty much we have John Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback pulling it off, and that's pretty much it for that. Then we have his Big Show comes out, all angry. Pretty much was going to be interviewed by Matt Striker, but knocks out Matt Striker, and pretty much just stands there for quite a while. Pretty much a very boring segment. But Big Show pretty much just walks out angrily, and that's pretty much it for that segment. Then we would have his Jack Swagger versus Zack Ryder. Apparently Swagger comes out with this guy. His name's some name, I don't know, I forgot. But apparently he walks out with this guy. Pretty much he takes control right throughout the match. Ryder has some pretty good moments in the match. He botched as he would try to go up and over the ropes. And how Swagger caught him. It didn't really look that good, so it was kind of a botch in that situation. But anyway, pretty much Ziggler, wow. Swagger wins with the ankle lock, and that's pretty much it. And then we would have an after promo from Jack Swagger and his associate or his partner or his manager, whatever you want to call him, on his side, pretty much cutting a promo about America and what their problem is, or what our problem is, I should say, as a country. Then we would have The Miz going one-on-one with Cody Rhodes, a pretty good match. Antonio Cesaro would be on commentary with his American flag and the United States Championship, of course, on the side. The Miz pretty much took control of the match. Cody Rhodes had some pretty big pops in the match, but The Miz would win by disqualification as Antonio Cesaro would attack him to the outside and ram him against the barricade. Then we would have his Primo and Epico going up against Brodus Clay and Tensai. I kind of dig Tensai going face. But, I mean, it's just ruining his gimmick. Personally, Tensai, Albert, A-Train, whatever you want to call him. Pretty much, dude, just friggin' leave WWE, go back to New Japan. I mean, they're making fun of you, dude, but whatever. Pretty much Brodus claimed Tensai pulled off with the victory. Then what we would have is the Shield speaks out. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins almost reminds me of a young CM Punk. He cuts very good promos. The kid, I don't know. He always looked like he almost looks like CM Punk. I had to say. I mean, his hairstyle and all that stuff. I mean, it very much could look like CM Punk, a very younger version of CM Punk. But anyway, pretty much the Shield calls out Sheamus, Ryback, and John Cena. They would come out as the lights would go out, I should say. And we have Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback going on the attack on the Shield, and pretty much that would go on for a couple of minutes. And then we would cut to a commercial break, and then we would have Damien and Sandow going one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion, Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio pretty much hits Damien Sandow with the super kick, then goes for the cross arm breaker, causing Damien Sandow to tap. Then we go into another commercial break, and we have Bo Dallas attacks Wade Barrett from behind. So a pretty good feud going on between Bo Dallas, the NXT rookie, and Wade Barrett of the Barrett Barrage. Then we have his Kofi Kingston versus Wade Barrett. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy, but I don't know. But anyway, Kofi Kingston goes one-on-one with Wade Barrett. Kofi Kingston has some very high-flying offenses in this match, but it would be to no avail as Wade Barrett would hit that running shoulder to the head. I don't know what he calls it. I prefer the wasteland, but whatever. Wade Barrett, very sneaky, covers Kofi Kingston with the apron, and pretty much elbows him, and then knocks Kofi Kingston out, and then Wade Barrett is your victor. Then we have his Kane going one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler. Kane actually pulls off with a victory, choke slamming Dolph Ziggler. So yeah, so Dolph Ziggler pulls off with the victory. Kane pulls off the victory. Excuse me. Oh my god. But pretty much Kane pretty much dominated the match. Dolph Ziggler had a few key moments in the match, but to no avail. Then we have is The Rock comes out looking good with the WWE Championship. And pretty much shares the story about how he was 15 years old and talks about how Nashville is very important to him. Talking about how he got his first car and all this stuff, and how he ditched a girl and all this good stuff. It was all funny. I can't really, rephrase what The Rock said, but it was all good and, Rock-like as usual. Then we move on is to CM Punk pretty much comes out, and The Rock pretty much states that, wait a minute, he's like, the last time me and Nashville saw you two, you guys were reenacting a love scene from Twilight, in which, the homeless vampire hugs the fat werewolf, and then everyone laughs, of course. And then CM Punk goes to the ring. The Rock and Cena go out through The Rock and Punk go out through an all-out brawl in the ring. The Rock actually tries to hit the people's elbow, but is clipped by Heyman, or Paul Heyman, I should say. And then CM Punk out of nowhere hits the GTS, knocking out The Rock. He will take the title all the way up to the entrance. God, my nose is itchy. But anyway, pretty much states that every time you want to bring a Rock, I'll always be there to take what is yours. And then he took away the WWE Championship. So I don't know if The Rock will enter Elimination Chamber as the WWE Champion, or will CM Punk actually, come in with the WWE Championship. So, we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys thought about Monday Night Raw. It was a pretty good Monday Night Raw. I give it about an 8 out of 10, so it was very good. It could have been better in some situations. The matches were pretty good. There weren't really a lot of jobber matches, but, at the end of the day, it's WWE, and we can't really do much about it. Pretty much the ending segment was the highlight of the night, in my view, with The Rock sharing his story about how he knew how he first got his first car when he was 15. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. As you can see, I shaved, so I have kind of this new look going. I have my hair stick up. So let me know what you guys think about Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think about my new look? This has been Ryder 18, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, wherever you guys may be. Comment on Raw, and I'll be doing my Elimination Chamber predictions either this Friday or Saturday. Hopefully I'll be doing my Elimination Chamber review on Sunday night. And let me know your thoughts on Monday Night Raw were, and what do you think is going to happen at Elimination Chamber between The Rock and CM Punk with the Shield and John Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback. Let me know your thoughts. Who's going to win the Elimination Chamber matches? Let me know what you guys think down below. This has been Ryder 18. I'm out, guys. Deuce. I gotta go, guys. Deuce. Peace. Thank you guys for checking out that last video. Don't forget to subscribe to my Facebook page, and my Twitter page is down below, where you guys can like me and follow me, and prepare to be electrified with another video coming soon.